This is Ian with Build Brothers. Going to go ahead and do a quick inspection here at 572 Azalea Street in Chula Vista. Going to start underneath the eaves, and first thing we notice is that this house is very well maintained. Anytime we got a fairly fresh coat of paint on the wood, it's going to preserve it and help that wood to last a lot longer, keep termites and water damage out. So I do not see any obvious wood damage or termite damage, and so that is a good sign. There's always wood replacement when we do a roofing project, and sometimes it can get very extensive. If we look over here, we can see that there is a bunch of sun damage on that piece of wood right there that has been painted over. And then if we look up here at this fascia right here, it's pretty sun damaged as well. That's the west side of the home, and so that gets all that afternoon sun. Backyard's locked, so I can't get back there, but let's go ahead and jump up on the roof and take a look at what we see. These gutters are a little bit banged up, but they are metal seamless rain gutters, so it looks like they're still working properly. All right, from the top of the ladder we see that we have a 3-tab asphalt shingle. It's a little banged up along the edges here. It does have drip edge. Get a better view up here. Drip edge is this piece of metal right here that's been required by building code for about the last 25 years or so. I would put the age of this roof right about that 25-year mark. 3-tab asphalt shingles are expected to last somewhere between 20 and 25 years. The front of the house is north facing, so it gets a lot less sun exposure on the front. So the best looking part of this roof is in fact the front. We do start to notice some cracking in these shingles. It's really kind of minor right there, gets a little bit more severe there. And so all of these shingles are intact on the front of the house, but unfortunately that's a fundamental issue that, you know, can't be repaired. Flashing around the chimney looks good. No major issues there. We come to the back of the house, and we've got east. This is an east-facing roof plane, so it gets the morning sunshine, but it's got really bad cracking. And so, again, that's just a sign that this roof absolutely needs to be replaced sooner rather than later. Each one of these cracked shingles is potentially letting water into the home, creating potential mold or water damage on the wood. Then we've got missing shingles, so when they crack, then they let go eventually and expose the nails just like that, which is allowing water into the home. Tough to say how old this solar install is, but I would say that the roof was most likely questionable when the solar went up here. In a perfect world, we'd only install solar on a brand new roof. Obviously, that doesn't always happen. Does appear to be a high quality solar install that looks professional. Just would have been nice to have replaced the roof before the solar went on. That's what we call a high nail, and we don't want to see a lot of those. It's the only one I've found so far. Basically, when you put the nail that high, you miss the shingle underneath it, and now you basically oh, there's another one right there poking up through. The skylights are all wrong. Those are what we call self-flashing skylights. Those aren't supposed to be used on shingle roofs like this. Those are supposed to be used on flat roofs like this. Basically, we see this flange right here. That's the wrong type of skylight. And most of the time when we see these types of skylights, there is several layers of caulking and sealant around it because they constantly leak. Flat roof appears to be in pretty good shape. It's got some ponding. Anytime we see a buildup of debris like that, that tells us that water's sitting there. And unfortunately, flat roofs don't like to have ponding on them. No reason to believe this is leaking. It is in much better condition than the shingles. It is much newer than the shingles. When we inspect flat roofs, we're looking at the seams. Well, first of all, the general condition. No exposed fiberglass, and the granules are still intact. I would say that this roof is less than 10 years old, maybe even less than 5 years old. What it's missing is bleed out, and bleed out is melted asphalt or tar between the seams there. So it's possible that this product is called is a peel and stick product, where it doesn't actually get heated with a torch. It just basically peel the sticker and stick it down. And so that's what I'm thinking it is. But it looks professionally installed, and the material is in great shape. So good chance that this roof does not need to be replaced, but the rest of the roof, it's time to replace it. And I'll show you just this is all busted up through here, but just the general wear and tear on the south facing shingles is really, really bad.